Hey guys, Brian Hilliard here, author of the best-selling book Networking Like a Pro and creator of the popular program How to Build an Audience and Get a Steady Stream of Coaching Clients Without Being Pushy. And I gotta tell you, I am fired up today because for those of you who know me, if you've heard me speak or maybe you've, listened to me in my podcast or whatever the case may be, you know that I am a mindset man. I actually think that mindset is responsible for anywhere from 70, 80, maybe even 90% of my overall growth and development in terms of growing my practice. Obviously, skill set's important. You need to have some technical aspects, no question about that. But mindset has really, really been a big thing. And I know a lot of times when people are trying to get more coaching clients and get a steady stream of coaching clients, having an abundant mindset is absolutely huge. But it can be a roadblock because it could turn into a little bit of a chicken or the egg scenario. Because I remember when I was getting started and even, as I was moving forward, I was having a devil of a time getting people who could actually afford my rates. I would sit down with folks, we would take, a good little bit of time. They would be taking notes and then they'd be nodding their head and taking notes and I'm nodding their head and I'm making a lot of sense and giving good stuff. And then it comes time for the money part and they're like, oh, well, you're great, but I can't afford you. And I was just like, oh my God, what do I need to do in order to get in front of more people who could actually afford my rates? Which is why I started working with a lot of coaches and consultants to help them build an audience and get a steady stream of coaching clients without being pushy. Because like I said, a lot of times I run into people who are really good at what they're good at. They've got a world-class training background and a real strong commitment, but they just don't have the right systems or tools to be able to consistently attract people who could actually afford their rates. So what I do is put together a step-by-step game plan that helps coaches and consultants build an audience and get a steady stream of clients without being pushy, salesy, or otherwise over the top. And like I said, mindset is a huge thing, and specifically that of an abundant mindset. Now, here's a quick little technique that I've been using just recently, last few months, that has really, really helped me, and I'm going to share it with you. So first of all, here's what I say. I say, you know what? If I knew for a fact that I was going to get 10 clients in the next 10 weeks. Like, I'm just throwing out numbers, okay? 10's an easy number. If I knew for a fact that I was going to get 10 clients in the next 10 weeks, just as sure as the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, 10 clients, 10 weeks, bing, bang, boom, okay? And I knew that that was going to happen. Boy, would I want this person who I was talking to right now to be a part of that 10? All right, does that make sense? So if I knew that I was going to get 10 clients over the next 10 weeks, would the person I'm talking to now be someone who I would actually want to be as a part of that list? Because here's the thing, a lot of times what would happen is I would be talking to people, even sometimes I run into this, not as much as I used to, but sometimes I'll be talking to people and I'm trying to get them on board and I know I can help them and I'm trying to explain to them what happens and we're having a good vibe and I kind of feel like I'm pushing a little bit, but I'm still trying to, you have to do a little bit just to get them on board. And then I step back and I'm like, wait, is this somebody, if I knew I was going to get 10, is this somebody who I would want as that 10? And you know what the answer is? A lot of times the answer is no. I'm trying to get this person, yes, because I want to work with them. I'm trying to get this person because, yes, I know I can help them. I'm trying to get this person because, yes, I know I can make an impact in their lives. But I'm also coming from, and I didn't realize this, I was also coming from a scarcity mindset because I was also trying to get this person because I wanted the business, all right? So the way that I kind of think about it now is to kind of get around that is I just think to myself, all right, you're going to have 10 clients in the next 10 weeks, so who are they going to be? Right? Is it going to be the person you have to push and push and push and push? Or is it going to be the person who's like, you know what, that sounds like a good idea. Tell me a little bit more. Explain to me a little bit more. I have a few questions. I need a little bit more explanation. But no, Brian, this sounds pretty good to me. Let's move forward. I think I'm in. Okay? And that's how I get to abundance. My mom talks about fake it till you make it. Now, obviously, that's something that you hear a lot, in different areas. Obviously, she wasn't the one who made that up. But fake it till you make it. It's the idea of having an abundant mindset, positioning yourself in a way where you're thinking the right thoughts. And guess what happens? Because mindset is like this. When you start thinking those thoughts and you start thinking in that framework and you start thinking in terms of here's what's going on, then what happens is you start acting like it. And then when you start acting like it, guess guess what happens? You start attracting it. That's why abundant mindset is so important. Now, if you want to talk about this more, by all means, swing on by our blog, practicebuilderblog.com/talk. That's TALK. What we can do is we can set up a quick 10, 15-minute laser coaching session, talk a little bit about yourself, your practice, what it is you're doing. And don't worry, this isn't some sales pitch in disguise or anything like that. It's just our way of dialoguing, having a good conversation, and I can certainly give you my thoughts on how I've helped and kind of grown myself moving forward. You can also swing by our Facebook group. That is no problem. Just go to facebook.com, obviously, and then type in how to get higher paying coaching clients. You put that in. Make sure you go on the right-hand side where it says groups, okay? So you get to see that tab. Put that in, put your invite in, and bing, bang, boom, we are going to get you set up and you will be able to jump right in. But in the meantime, my name is Brian Hilliard saying so long, take care, and thanks so much for your time.